Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ahead, we'll see the runner-up and Rookie of the Year balloting Baker Mayfield and the Cleveland Browns as they match up with the second-year man Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, they love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the inner harbor of Baltimore. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Cleveland Browns. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the Browns here, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column. Something's
got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Baker Mayfield, the second-year quarterback from Oklahoma, will pilot this offense as the Browns get set for their first drive. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Let's meet the offense. Greg Robinson. Very, very talented.
What a man to set your offensive line with. Greg Robinson can do it all. Tremendous athleticism, great strength, just coming into his own.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. The starters now defensively for Baltimore.
And there he is, one of the best offseason acquisitions by the Baltimore Ravens, free safety Earl Thomas. When he was in Seattle, I called him the best eraser in the game. Anything that happened underneath, he would take care of it over the top. A 6-time Pro Bowl player, he also brings a chip on his shoulder, wanting to prove he's still at the top of his game.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He completes it to Hunt. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. He'll return it from the 6. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Ravens, they'll take over. So here are the Ravens now under 12th-year coach John Harbaugh. They'll be led out by their second-year quarterback, leading rusher amongst QBs in 2018, Lamar Jackson.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up,
A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. On third down, Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there at 22. Here's Snead as they run the jet sweep. Powers through. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Time to look at the defensive starters for Cleveland. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Throwing on 2nd down, Jackson. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 28. Nice throw there by Jackson. You think about what a boost he gave Baltimore in the middle of last year, led them to victories in 6 of their last 7 games as a starter, replacing Joe Flacco, who had the hip issue. And that strong finish was good enough for the Ravens to capture their first AFC North crown since 2012. And now Jackson's a known commodity. He's the unquestioned starter, and with increased expectations and pressure on the former Heisman Trophy winner. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Sheldon Richardson gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
All right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. On is the punter Cook, who sends it away. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Fourth down now after a loss of 2. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and it's second down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
He may be playing free safety while wrapped up in a corner's body, but Earl Thomas is the best center fielder in the game. He cleans up everything back there as far as I'm concerned. I think he just has intelligence, understands things, and boy, is he tough.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It was Denzel Ward in from his corner spot there to take him down for the loss. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Despite the nice gain of 13 yards, it's 4th down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Everyone in this stadium knows Jackson can do that as well as any QB in the league. They talked about limiting some of his running this year, especially the design runs, but he's still going to scramble when he feels he has green in front of him. He led all quarterbacks last year, 695 yards rushing. And keep in mind, 80% of those came in the 7-game stretch when he was named starter late in the season. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. They'll toss it to Fournette. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Leonard Fournette his second touchdown on the season as the Ravens push further out in front.
And Brad, I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on fourth down.
And that set up everything in the end result, the short touchdown run. Correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there. So that showed a little bit of faith, actually showed a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On second down, it's Hunt, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. On third down, Hunt, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
This is taken at about the 14. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Here's Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. He's got a first down past the 30. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second and 11 now. Jackson. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down. The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Jackson now. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's third down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Now Leonard Fournette. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt, and he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Here's Jamie Gillandale. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And this will be taken at the 13. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now, he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. Throwing is Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Flush to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before. He works it past the 50. Those are the types of throws that Jackson has to be more efficient with this year. He really put an emphasis on improving his passing accuracy in the offseason because last year as a rookie, 58%, that was it. And his quarterback coach said the ball is coming out of his hand cleaner, the timing looks better. That's what they're hoping for. Everybody knows he can run, but now he continues his quest to be more well-rounded and improve on his conservative 1,200 yards and 6 touchdowns he threw for last season. Now Jackson. Short throw underneath to Hurst, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone. A lot to get to here this final day of September. So let's get started. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium. It's Oakland on the road, taking on Indianapolis. And it's the Raiders out in front as they approach halftime. Tyrell Williams, a touchdown reception. From there, we head up to the Motor City to check in on the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they trail the visiting Chiefs in that one. Patrick Mahomes looking good. 2 touchdown passes. In the game you're watching, we've seen a strong first half out of Lamar Jackson. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson. A big reason why they've been so successful, this defense hasn't been able to contain him when he gets outside of the pocket.
So true, and that's when it's really difficult because defensively you can have a game plan and try to account for all the things you've seen on tape, the way that they run their plays, even his running. But when it's a play where you just can't really say, okay, that's how the play's supposed to go, what they call broken plays, that's when the X and O doesn't work. That's when their Jimmy is better than your Joe.
A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Tackle made by Demarius Randall.
Let's go, defense.
2nd and 5 now. Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Marquise Brown, the rookie, his intended target. And it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now it's Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Following the interception, Mayfield. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. And he's going to be down close to a 1st down at the Ravens' 15-yard line. On 3rd down, Hunt. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run. This is Hunt. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns get a score closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now? Those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again.
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. Out of the pistol, it's Fournette, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Fournette. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. Jackson looking to throw on third. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
Check 41.
Jackson on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Jackson. Flushed out right. Got a man. It's Brown. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The dump off good for 8 there on first down. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hayden Hurst, his second touchdown on the season as the Ravens push further out in front.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me, and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that, so you really give yourself an advantage.
The Browns drive about to get started. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Mayfield leaves it for Hunt on the draw. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They run again with Hunt. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Hunt. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And what they're challenging here is the spot of the ball, and this is probably the hardest challenge to win.
So difficult because the speed of the game, the angles of the cameras, your angle from the sideline watching the play can often fool you into thinking that the ball should be placed in a different spot.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. From the 25 on second down, Mayfield toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And it's third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Here's Mayfield. Now loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. The offense on third down tonight, a pretty anemic, a very anemic, 1 for 9 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. And he's got his man, that's Landry. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him to first. Baker Mayfield, as a rookie, 3 times he led the Browns back to victory in the 4th quarter. What can he do here in year number 2? And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Mayfield now. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's got this down to the 35. Mayfield now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 2nd down and 4, Mayfield to the goal line, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves.
And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. He was looking for Landry that time. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he... From the last drive, he'll look to throw. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And now look at him go. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because that's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. Here it's 3rd and 2. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. A first down throw for Mayfield. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Landry there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 39. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Mayfield able to get this one to his tight end, Njoku. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
First down.
First down, Mayfield. He'll find Metcalf. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
First down.
Mayfield on first down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. From 10 yards out. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Well, they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's taken down. This will be a Browns sack. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Jackson now. And he's going to go down again. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now it's Jackson. He's to the 10. This will be caught inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though? And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Landry the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again for the 41. To throw, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield going back to Landry. This time he's got him, complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Well, he'll find Hall. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do, but they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Baltimore, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Well, he'll find Hall. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Baltimore, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.